Hi, I'm Caroline and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go over this month's makes. Actually this month and last month's makes. So without further ado, let's get started. The ones that I used a pattern for, I'll put the pattern up here or whatever corner. This is a pumpkin I made in the wheat stitch. And Brianna K has a YouTube tutorial on it and pattern. It's done in Lion Brand's Pound of Love in pumpkin spice, and the leaf was in Pound of Love, Lion Brand's Pound of Love olive, and the brown was Cinnabon or Cinnabar, Lion Brand Pound of Love Cinnabar color for the stem. And yeah, it's a great easy tutorial. You know, you just stuff it with the polyfill. Next we have a pumpkin turtle. Isn't he a cutie? This one was not a pattern. I just kind of did it on the fly. My tags are getting in the way, but yeah. I started by making the shell, and then in the front loop, no, in the back loop only, I changed colors to the pumpkin spice. And okay, so the pie crust is in Bernat blanket almond, not sand, almond. And the pie itself, the pumpkin, is Bernat blanket pumpkin spice, which they're completely out of now. But orange leaf is comparable. But this was pumpkin spice, and the whipped cream was Bernat blanket white. That's all crocheted in, nothing sewn. Except, well, the pie is not sewn, but the fins are sewn in and the head is sewn on. And here's my unicorn. I just kind of freehanded it. You know, you just start with the legs and then sew it all together, and do increases. The way I did the head was I separated for the neck, and then I just worked on the neck, and then I did a bunch of increases at the front part of the neck to get the snout. And then I did a couple of rows and then decreases and face shaping, and then you pick up for the back and decreases will give you a nice slope, you know, where you decrease, where you seam up, where you shape. That'll give you the dips and the curves you want. And then for the ears, I used a much smaller yarn. So I used a velvet. No, I used Baby Bear white whipped cream or something. But the white Baby Bear, my big twist. And for the tendrils, I used Bernat Pixie. It's some sort of pink multicolor. Anyway, I'll put all the names up there. And I did the hooves in the sparkle, Bernat Sparkle hot pink, and the little cuff part is also in this Pixie colorway, or whatever the multi-colorway is. The corn I did in acrylic. This is, I love this I love this yarn, in some kind of yellow, varsity yellow, some sort of yellow. And I embroidered the eyes in black, and you know, the shaping, just, you know, you pull in with some strands there. So that one was fun to do, for sure. Next we have a pickle. This is a pickle. So this was done in Parfait XL by Premier. And this is actually my pickle pattern. I have a pickle pattern on Etsy, and I'll put all the links in the description. But it's called Not Your Typical Pickle. And I also have a tutorial on it. But it's so soft in the Parfait XL. I really love that. I did it in a few different yarns. So, hang on. So I did my pickle pattern in Parfait XL, Parfait Plush, the new one they have from Premier, and Bernat blanket. And in my pattern, you get all the different stitch quantities, and the different yarns used, the different sizes. That's all in the pattern. What hook size, all that's in the pattern. And I also made little keychains, so you get a bonus keychain pattern in the different yarn types in keychain size. So that little guy. This one's in Bernat. And I also did one with a little headband. This is the Premier Plush. He really is green. He's not black. I know he looks like one of the California raisins, but he's an evergreen. That's their really dark green color. But honestly, I like their sage color the best. I think that's more pickly. So I think from now on I'm just going to use the sage. And I actually like the Parfait XL more than the Plush. The Plush is a little thinner. It's still nice to work with, but I don't know if it's the color, but the XL was a little softer. I did actually like the XL more. It's a little thicker and softer. So I'll have to try the Plush in more colors, but I did like the Parfait XL more. So here's my pickles. Like I said, you could get my pattern on Etsy and my tutorial on here. Okay. Moving forward, we have my little flamingo. Now I did this one on the fly, and I used Bernat Bright's Sparkle, or Bernat Sparkle. I think the Brights is a different line. So Bernat Sparkle in the hot pink color, and I just kind of freehanded everything. The legs, I picked up stitches and did a chain. Basically the same way you would do like a leggy froggy or any loose leg pattern, you know, something like that. The snout, I just went around in a circle. Actually, I think I picked up stitches and just crocheted in, and then went around circles and then decreased down to the tip and embroidered the eyes. That's my teeny tiny little flamingo. Then I have the Momma flamingo. This sucker is soft, okay? This I did in, was it Bernat Extra, which is so big and plush and soft and yummy. And that's gorgeous hot pink color. This I did the legs separately. Just in the round, you know, start with 4 single crochet and just keep going. Well, no increase row. I think, or I increase it once. But anyway, here's that little guy. The squishy. And here's little baby chicken. Yeah, this little guy. And that's just all embroidered. Then we have the rubber ducky. This was a pattern, a free Instagram pattern. I'll put that on the screen. And I embroidered the eyes. I may have done an extra row or two to make them a little thicker, chubbier. But the way they do the beak in the pattern is so cool. And it's very beaky. It's perfect. It's nice and sturdy. I love their beak pattern. But yeah, overall, very quick and easy and fun pattern to make. If you're making like you're market prepping and making a whole bunch at once, this is the pattern to use for the rubber duckies. Now we have a big chick, a big chicken. Again, this is in that Bernat Woodlands. Gorgeous colorway. So nice to work with. No pattern, just kind of freehand. The red comb is in Bernat Crimson. And then I did this little pumpkin. And the Woodlands. And the Stash Gold Chenille rust color. And the baby bear sage color for the leaf. And that's just your typical leaf pattern. Then we have little chicken keychain. This little guy with his wings. I just kind of freehanded him. And now my bee buddy. He just reminds me of like something from the old-timey cartoons or something. His stripes make me think of like a jailbird back in the day. Like he just got off the joint. He's Mr. Old-Timey Bee. And there's his wings, you know, and he's just like standing, you know, like, hey guys, how's it going? Why don't you come up and see me sometime? His little antennae, they are kind of how you would do like any kind of curls, you know, where you do 3 single crochet in each chain. But I kind of made it looser than that, so more like 2 single crochet in a chain, 3, 2, kind of like made it a little looser. So his antennae look a little bit like hair. He kind of reminds me of Shemp on the Three Stooges, you know, because he's got that little part in the middle there. But I love his little smile. Yet again, yeah, there's no pattern for this. I just kind of freehanded it. I was goofing around. You just kind of make chains for the arms, you know, which is fun because you can kind of position him like he's got his hands on his hips, like he's got a problem, he's got something to say. Or I'm I'm Super Bee! Da, 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 da. Whee! So that was a fun one to make. Again, it's Bernat. This is Bernat School Bus Yellow, Bernat Black, and yeah, that's Bernat White. And whoop, switch gears over here. We have this little apple guy. Now this was a free Instagram pattern as well. The apple itself was in Bernat Race Car Red. Now this little guy, this little apple, is also a free Instagram pattern. And he's in Bernat Racing Car Red, I believe. And look at those eyes. I love doing the embroidered eyes because you can really bring the stuffy to life, you know? And he's got this little mouth. I did a little face shaping. And I did bobbles for the feet. Just kind of surface bobbles, picked up stitches, and made the two little bobble feet. And as an added touch, like his arms are super long. They're in the pattern, so when I use a pattern, I say that loosely because I go so rogue. It's barely any pattern left. The arms I added in after the fact, and I did a chain situation. And the legs I did after the fact. Now in the pattern, they have you crocheting the legs as you go, and then chaining down, like crochet, like single crochets and chain, then do more and then chain, you know, as you go into the pattern itself. I find it easier for me to just add after the fact. Just go in, pick up stitches, chain, or like slip stitch in to a side, because then you can also line it up where you want it to be. Like if you make a mistake in the pattern and then you're done, and then one arm's over here, one arm's over here, you have to do some frogging, right? So I like to just add the limbs after the fact. Now in the pattern they had longer legs, but I thought it'd be cute just giving them little nubbies. And then I put magnets on the inside of his hands, so then they stick together, and it looks like he's clapping his hands. And so you do it in such a way. There. There. Now he's like a little gentleman apple. Holding his hands by his side. Hello. So that was a very quick pattern. And then this one, I just kind of freehanded this little half-eaten apple. This one I may do a pattern on this, but this was easy. I used Bernat, and for the stem I did the hashtag goals in rust, and the leaf I used a velvet yarn. Oh, some random velvet green that I got on Amazon. But even the back looks like a little sunken in, like a little bruised fruit. So and you're gonna get like the dip. The more face shaping you do, the better it's gonna look. It'll give it more of that 3D effect, like someone took a bite out of it, you know. And anytime you want to get a piece to pop out or to look 3D in some way, front loop, back loop, you know, those two are going to be your friend, and pulling in strands to create a sunken in effect. Yeah. So that's that little guy. Next we have this duck. So, I don't know, I looked at a couple of patterns and a tutorial, and at the end of the day did my own thing with pieces of 4 different things. So I can't really say it's any particular pattern. None of the patterns did the head the way I did it, or the beak, or the feet. So basically the pieces of the patterns I even took were a little bit for the wings and a little for the body, which I also altered. So at the end of the day, it's mostly me. And then the eyes, I just embroidered. The headband, however, was from a video tutorial. And I can put that, I'll put that in there. The beak, I used cotton yarn. It used to be a Hobby Lobby, but then they did their clearance. They don't have it anymore, but Premier has one just like it. I don't know if it's the same one, but under a different name, but it's very similar to that cotton. I'll put it on the screen. But it's in the mustard color. I did the feet and that one as well. Okay, so the problem with using the cotton, it makes it very kind of hard. So the beak is like kind of rock solid for that particular 5 bulky cotton that I used. Yeah, it just made it kind of hard. It looks good, very defined, but I mean, I don't know, it's a little hard. Now, what I would have liked to have done if it had been in stock at the time would be to have used the Bernat gold, because then it would have been softer. But nah. Now the headband is very soft. Now the headband was done in Bernat velvet in a kind of a rose pink color. And the body of the duck was Bernat, I don't know, antique white, some sort of ivory off-white color. I know the lighting is awful. I'm sorry. Now this is my pride and joy. This little guy, he's so cute, my mallard. Yeah, I used a piece of a pattern, but the head is mine, the beak, the feet, and actually I adjusted the wings. Yeah, really just the first part of the body came from a pattern, then I went rogue, and then I did all this. So, yeah. I don't know, I like to just look at something, pick up an image of a duck or something on TV and just make it from memory, or take a photo of something I see and make it. I don't know. I do use some patterns. My Highland cow, I used a pattern. Anyway. This little guy was pretty quick and easy. He's not that big. The other duck is much bigger. Mama duck, baby duck. Hey, maybe this will be a good thumbnail. So, that's those guys. And this was an old one. An oldie but a goodie. This is my little buddy, Wally, the turtle. I just keep him around. He was supposed to be a strawberry turtle, but I don't know. I think he looks more like a mushroom turtle to me, because he's got that kind of mushroom colored skin, and I didn't add the little leaf, strawberry leaf. He was my favorite sea turtle, so I just kind of keep him. Got that little smirk. But let's see, other than that, I think that's everybody. Oh, wait, one more little guy. Actually, 2 more. This is a Junimo I just did. I'm going to make them in all the colors. And some Stardew Valley chickens. But this little guy is just adorable with his little leaf. I can't wait to make the different colors. The purples, blues, pinks. So he's fun. And I did him in the posh green and pipe cleaner hands and pipe cleaner for this. So I'm going to put a little warning label, not for children under 3, just in case the pipe cleaner gets pokey or something. I don't want anyone getting hurt. And here we have my candy corn buddy. He's just like, he's just chilling. His little floppy arms and legs. I just kind of did chains for the legs and arms. And your typical yellow, orange, white. It's kind of a chubby buddy. With his little caboose. But he's a real cutie. This was a pattern. I added the arms and legs, but I'll include the pattern on here. And I made this pumpkin cow with a cool little pumpkin latte. I just kind of freehanded it. There's no pattern. I used Bernat. I'm not sure the name. Speckle tweed. I'll put it on the screen. I got it at Ollie's when it was on sale for like $4.99 or something. And look, she's got little pumpkins up top and a cute little curl. And then I embroidered the eyes. Now, to get her to hold this latte was doing the impossible. I finally figured it out though. So I started with magnets, and then I did Velcro. None of that worked, so I like chained 17 and then cinched it onto the cup, and then did the same with the other side. Whoop. And basically made these little loops, and then I just hook them onto her hands. And then I also embroidered a little pumpkin onto her. You can see. That was quick and easy. So, yeah. So she can be without her latte, or she can be with her latte. And I put all these on my Etsy. So anything you see here today, you can purchase on my Etsy. I made this cookies and cream cow, and I gave him sparkly eyes. These are 25mm eyes. Look at the pretty blue sparkle. They're the half moon ones, so it's not a full sparkle. I think the half moon ones look a little more realistic. I always like those. I usually do hand embroidered eyes, but when I do eyes, I like to do a nice statement eye, There's no pattern. I was just kind of winging it, and I made him a little cookie and cream bag. Isn't that just adorable? Well, an Oreo bag, I guess. You can eat it on the go. I crocheted the arms into the neck, into the body, right before I, seamed up the head onto it. For this, I just did 2 black circles and a white circle and seamed those together, and did a long chain for the bag. different colored ears. Yep, that's the cookies and cream cow. Only thing that bothers me about this, maybe I'll go with a lighter color next time, but I feel like I'm getting pug vibes. I mean, I know it looks like a cow, but there's just something about that dark snout that reminds me of a pug. Anyway, that's my cookies and cream cow. That's everything for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again. Have a good day.